Well, the Apostle Paul gives us an incredible roadmap in the book of Romans, specifically in chapter 12. It's like he knew we'd need a guide for real-world living. So, who was this guy? Paul, originally known as Saul of Tarsus. He was not a follower of Jesus at first. In fact, he was one of the most zealous persecutors of the early Christians. But he had a radical, life-changing encounter with the risen Christ on the road to Damascus. This event completely transformed him from a persecutor into one of the most influential apostles in history. He dedicated the rest of his life to spreading the good news of Jesus Christ across the Roman Empire, planting churches, and writing a huge portion of the New Testament. His letters, like Romans, are filled with deep theological truths and intensely practical advice, born from his own incredible journey of transformation. In Romans 12, Paul shifts gears. After 11 chapters of explaining the deep truths of God's grace and salvation, he says, "Therefore, I urge you, brothers and sisters, in view of God's mercy." He's essentially saying, okay, because of everything amazing God has done for you, here is how you should respond. He calls us to offer our bodies as living sacrifices, which sounds intense, but it simply means dedicating our whole selves, our thoughts, our actions, our entire lives to God. He then tells us not to be conformed to the pattern of this world, but to be transformed by the renewing of our minds. This is huge. It means actively choosing to think differently, to think God's thoughts, to see people through His eyes, and to let His truth shape our perspective, not the latest trends or cultural pressures. This inner transformation is what leads to an outer change in our behavior. Paul then gets super practical, talking about using our unique gifts to serve others, loving genuinely, hating what is evil, and clinging to what is good. He encourages us to be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, and faithful in prayer. He even tells us to bless those who persecute us. It's a high calling, but it's the beautiful, messy, and rewarding picture of a life lived in response to God's incredible mercy. Thanks so much for watching. If this resonated with you, I'd love it if you hit that like button and subscribe for more content that helps us connect faith to our everyday lives. See you in the next video.